So why did Skylanders die? Honestly, it comes down to two big things: oversaturation and corporate greed. The franchise started off really strong, with Spyro's Adventure selling about 5.3 million copies, with Giants with 5.5 million, and Swap Force at the peak with 6.3 million. Things were looking great, but in 2013, Disney Infinity dropped just before Swap Force, and the Toys to Life market started getting really crowded every year. Trap Team came out in 2014, the same year as Amiibo, and sales dropped down to 4.6 million. And in 2015, LEGO Dimensions showed up just a few days after Skylanders Superchargers, and that game barely hit 2.8 million in sales. And by the time Imaginators came out, with all four major franchises being available, it only sold 1.9 million copies. Now that all four franchises were fighting to be the best Toys to Life franchise, that led to all of them eventually crashing, except for Amiibo, which focused more on the collector market instead of just being tied to a single game. The greed also ruined it, as the first three games were being developed side by side, so they felt consistent and didn't punish players for sticking with their older characters, as only bonus stuff like Swap Zones and Feat of Strengths were tied to the new gimmicks. But starting off with Trap Team, older figures got nerfed, and elemental gates were now only tied to Trap Masters, making your whole collection feel useless. Another big problem were the yearly release cycles, as Activision wanted a brand new Skylanders game every single year, which meant devs barely had any time to polish the games. Trap Team only had 8 months of development cycle, making it super buggy, with a bunch of scrapped stuff from Skylanders like Series 4 Cinder, Series 2 Flashwing, and Battle Arenas, and much more was scrapped. To ensure games could release every year, they relied on two development studios, Toys for Bob, which made Spyro's Adventure, Giants, Trap Team, and Imaginators, and Vicarious Visions, which did Swap Force and Superchargers, so style and gameplay kept changing year by year, leading to an inconsistent feel. It made the series feel all over the place, and it didn't know what it wanted to be towards the end. So yeah, the oversaturation, corporate greed, and rushed dev cycles killed Skylanders. What started off as something amazing got buried too fast by too much and trying to do way too much. And honestly, it did deserve better as a franchise. I think 2-year release cycles instead of yearly could have saved the franchise and also saved people money.